4 reasons why baby talk is good. Number 2 is it gets you what you want.
That's true. When she does it, I just want to protect her. And number 4, I really like it. And whatever the alpha likes goes.
Are we finally going to Hooters?
No!
If you've been on TikTok for more than 2 hours in your lifetime, chances are you'll start to discover a certain aesthetic thanks to the algorithm, and that is grown women infantilizing themselves. Not saying the purpose is for views, but usually these content do perform extremely well. So today, let's poke through the topics of the infantilization trend, the fetishization of cutesy helplessness, as well as the internet's obsession with youth or fear of aging. Let's jump in. Infantilization, natural or for the views?
Okay.
I'm breaking up with you. I'm done.
Filters for large eyes, pouty lips, and baby-like voices and expressions were already rampant across Snapchat and Instagram. On TikTok, it's no different, except the infantilization took over not only the style of popular filters, but also the behaviors of certain creators.
And why aren't you in uniform?
As seen in the most liked TikTok all times by Bella Poarch. The effect is similar to that of a bobblehead doll. The video's viral popularity left many baffled. Some were annoyed and others find her extremely adorable. Many other creators hopped on the trend of the face zoom, wide eye expression aesthetic and also found great success. The reason that Bella received a lot of hate for the video and her overall cute appeal is that there's a wider conversation about gamers and cosplayers who act as pedo bait, who deliberately try to act underage yet sexy to attract certain types of men. This is also the case for Belle Delphine, who is accused online for deliberately trying to act underage yet sexy to attract a particular type of men, who was also able to sell out her bathwater for, quote, all you thirsty gamer boys. Impressive. Honestly, whether Bella Poarch, Belle Delphine, or any other creator is aware that their childlike behaviors and looks, plus their fully grown mature bodies, is giving them an advantage to their careers, it's totally fair game because it's their career, their image, their bodies. Honestly, they could do whatever they want. But the issue with this is, what kind of message does this send to the audience if the most popular accounts feeds into the fetishizing of cutesy, helplessness, and sometimes even submissive behavior?
I noticed earlier, yeah.
No!
I've noted this before, but TikTok's user demographics are mostly very young, impressionable youth. 60% are between the ages of 16 to 24, and 32.5% are even 19 and younger. Just imagine the impact on 12, 13-year-old girls, or even worse, girls under 10. When they see that acting childish in a sexualized way as an adult is the way to attention and success and popularity, what do you think will happen to their perception of femininity? What do you think will happen to their values? This brings us to the topic of the fetishization of cutesy helplessness.
Hi! Whenever I see your face, I feel very happy. I am super lucky to have you in my life.
The infantilization of women is when others, usually men, treat adult women like children, most often concerning misogyny and sexism. Portraying a grown woman as a child and sexualizing that concept.
Who do you think loves more in this relationship?
The underlying issue is that our society systematically equates femininity with things like childishness, naivety, submissiveness, vulnerability, reinforced by TikTok's clear preference for creators who fall into that childlike look.
3, 2, 1, go! Sexy.
That cutesy, childlike helplessness feeds into a fetishization rampant online. In fact, there are entire industries based on acting cute and childlike. Take K-pop, for an example. Not only girl groups, but also guys are subject to the talent agencies packaging them as cute.
귀여운 척 하나 둘 셋.
Building their personas as never growing up youthful idols feeds into the fetishization of the cute aesthetic. Even though a lot of these groups have members who are well-mature adults in their 20s and even 30s, they nevertheless have to present themselves in a way that satisfies a culture that has a strong preference for childlike looks and behaviors. 100% respect for those trying to maintain that image to feed into this aesthetic, but I personally feel really sad for those who cannot be, or perhaps forgot how to be their most authentic selves, while forcing themselves to be infantilized for fame, money, or anything else. Of course, there's also no need to overanalyze every cute move, every cute outfit worn by a woman. Not everything's for the male gaze. And there needs to be equal emphasis on the consumers, mainly disgusting men, who are actively watching these content and broadening the fetishization. Bella Porch once tweeted, "Why is it not allowed to act cute? It's a natural thing to most Asians, but people seem to hate me for it. I'm Filipino, and in the Philippines, we love Alzan and kawaii culture. I grew up with it, so why can't I just be myself?" I mean, as an Asian girl who spent half of my life living in Asia, I can see the point that Bella is coming from. Obviously, acting cute does not float everyone's boat, but culturally speaking, it is more prevalent in Asia. I just didn't connect the dots when growing up because I was 10, how this prevalence ties back to society's prescribed definition of femininity as vulnerable, naive, submissive. So let's chat a little about femininity and beauty. The obsession with youth and fear of aging. Feminine beauty has been consistently conflated with youthfulness. In a society that prizes beauty so highly, youth and physical attractiveness become valuable commodities, or rather, insecurities that marketers target on. This is much amplified in social media in relation to two things. Number one, everyone always looks their goddamn best on the internet, and imperfections like wrinkles, fine lines, and acne are not normalized. Number two, especially since the boom of TikTok, the average age of visible creators is so young. Literally, if you look at everyone's bio, they are high schoolers. There seems to be a lot of pressure to achieve everything so early on that if you're past a certain age, you're late to the game. That if you start something after a certain age, it's more embarrassing if you fail. Not gonna lie, I officially started YouTube in the pandemic, and I was 21 already, which honestly wasn't that old, but comparatively to 14-year-olds killing the TikTok game, yeah, I was a late starter. Was that discouraging and scary? 100%. But age and aging should not be another hurdle women should be adding to our own lives because society already gave us a crap ton. This feeling of always being stuck in a competition or race sucks. And it's totally counterproductive because at the end of the day, we all grow and bloom at our own pace. So yes, aging might seem scary on its own, and also in terms of falling out of line with the dumb and strict beauty standards, as well as the beauty algorithm on TikTok, but time stops for no one. Eventually, we all have to grow up. Acting innocent and cute in your late 20s and maybe even 30s might work, but if your whole livelihood depends on that, I would be nervous of how a career based on infantilization and maybe just youth and beauty in general would pan out when you hit your 40s and 50s. The internet's heavy capitalization on youth and beauty is skewing a lot of young girls' perspective of what is important. Before they develop a strong internal foundation of who they are and their self-worth, they want to drop out of school and become the next D'Amelios. Obviously, everyone can do whatever their heart desires. To me personally, I like to give myself the reminder that yes, I love beauty and aesthetic things, but it's too dangerous to base my worth on either of those two because they do not last and are highly subjective. So instead of trying to look young, old, or a certain other way, you can invest that time into things you truly enjoy and will reward you even years down the future. That's my 2 cents. Hope you liked today's discussion on the infantilization trend, as well as poking around the topic of the obsession with youth. Let me know in the comments of your thoughts on the fetishization of the cutesy aesthetic. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram to join my growth journey. See you next week. Bye.